Well, you talked about it a little bit after that last game, but JV didn't play at all in the first game against the Pacers in the second half. Gave you a really nice game in the second game. What have you just thought about him and his role this year and how he's kind of handled those fluctuations and things like that?
He's been fantastic. Everything that we're asking him to do, try to have more spacing, sacrificing because the Zion he's coming down the lane, he's coming into the paint, making himself available offensively, defensively, he's sound. And then our communication, he and I, the rest of the coaches, his teammates, constantly talking about game to game, what's the plan. He's been great this season.
And what have you thought about just how he's doing the things defensively you guys are asking him to do?
He's a true professional. You sit down with him, you talk to him, you show him what to do or how you want things done, and he goes out and works on it, and he implements it in practice and in games.
I know you guys talked about how great it was to have Jose back for the last game. It seems like there's been a bunch of times this season where the ball comes off the rim and there's like 3 guys on the other team going after it, and he'll come up with a loose ball. Do you ever wonder, how does he always seem to come up with all of those loose balls?
No, just keep doing it. No, that's kind of who Jose is. He makes things happen on the floor. He's going after 50-50 loose basketballs. He's diving on the ground. He's getting steals, timely steals. He's taking charges. He's our energy guy. So whenever it's a time on the floor where, like you said, you see 2-3 guys, and then out of the pack, Jose has the ball, it's kind of what he's done his whole career, and we're glad to have him on our side.
I think rest has been one of the bigger things you guys have had to deal with, not having a lot of it, but 3-game road trip, no back-to-backs in that time spent. How much does that help?
It's helpful. It's definitely helpful. And then the main thing for us is, try to be sharp with our execution and practice and shoot around. Make sure we have great carryover going into games, knowing that after the game you don't have another one. You got a day to recover, day to watch film, get some more work in. But these games where they spread them out, they're helpful. They make the trip a little longer, but they're helpful in terms of being ready to play each and every game.
Initial thoughts about Toronto and what you got to look out for?
A tough team, a hard-nosed team. They made some changes, putting the ball in Quickly's hands a little bit more. Is it Andre Barrett? RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett is going to try to, be aggressive, get into his left hand. So the main thing for us with these games coming up is, have respect for our opponent and understand what we're playing for and go out and execute on both ends of the floor.
Kind of on the same page with the rest. You guys had a lot of time off in between games. How have you taken advantage of that?
Just try to be balanced. We had a good day off where everybody had a chance to get out, recover, as I say, fill your cup, do things that you want to do. And then we had 2 really good practice days. And then now we'll get on a plane, head to Toronto, and get ready to play. But it's kind of how we're able to balance having that much time. But it's good. At this point in the season, it's kind of good to have some time where you can recover and rest, especially coming out of the break. We had 5 games in 7 days, 5 games, 7 days, something like that.
Seen you in the Zions a couple of times lately. What's the review on the Zion 3?
I'm loving them. Anytime I can get free sneakers, I'm putting them on. So, I got some Zions, I got some BIs, I got some CJs on the way. And it's really just supporting our guys.
With Scotty Barnes out for the Raptors, you kind of have to be ready for them, like small lineups and stuff like that. It seemed like their last game they started basically like 4 guards.
Yeah, we have to be ready, to your point. They can play small. They can also put Olynyk at the 5. He's picking and popping, shooting threes. So we have to be ready to make those adjustments, and we will. We'll be ready, and the big thing for us is to not let our guard down, respect our opponents, go out and take care of business.
As you come down the stretch here, can you feel maybe the energy shift a little as everyone goes full gear as you come down like this last playoff push, last few regular season games? I mean, what's the excitement energy like?
We can feel. You can feel the shift in the league right now. You can definitely feel it with us here in practice. Practice is more intense. Guys are locked in, and it's just that time of year where teams really 11, 12 on up, they're all playing for something, and we like where we are, but you can definitely feel the energy shift, and it's a fun time of year.
What makes this team different? I mean, the last couple of years, you guys have had the ebb and flows of it, and you're still in a position where you can fight to not be in the play-in tournament. What is it about the energy shift this time around that feels different?
I think, to your point, is the position that we're in this season. Last season, I think we might have been fighting to get back into the play-in after losing guys through injuries. And this year, we're trying to take another step forward, which is 6 and above, and not have to fight to make it to the playoffs, but know that when the season ends, we have a solidified spot. So that's the energy shift with us. That's our focus, and we want to continue. I know it's a cliche, but just take it one game at a time.